Hey guys, next in my series of Does It Run is I've got my Traxxas Hoss here that I did do a blazer body on it, but didn't really much care for how everything came out. So I'm actually going to convert it back to a Hoss. Let's bring down the Hoss and we can take a closer look at this. So this is my Traxxas Hoss, but I went ahead and I added the 4S ESC because it does come with a 4S motor. And because I'm running the 4S ESC, the 4S motor, I went ahead and threw on the motor fan as well. I do like this platform. It is now called the Stampede 4x4, however. But the most important thing for me to do right now is to work on this. So I need to get the body remounted, painted, and all that so we can go right back to the Hoss. Obviously got some paddle tires back there, some different tires up front here. But let's do a paint job. So for every new paint job that I do, I'm going to actually start incorporating just my store colors or my Fast Eddie's colors into every paint job that I do. This here is a Arma Fury 2-wheel drive 2-3S, and this one is actually one of my favorite bodies that we've done in my store colors because it features all the colors that I like to have in my logo. So I've got the red here. It does fade back into the orange as you see there. Here's my actual sticker, but there's some black and there's some white. So those four colors are what I'm looking for. When we did the Jado UTV body, we mostly focused on orange and black. There's no red or white in there, so I did have to add some red and white accents to the car itself to kind of set that off. And then going over to this wall here, you can see my crawler. It has orange, black, and white, but no red as well. So this one didn't quite incorporate everything that I wanted, so I did throw my red sticker on there to set it off just a little bit. But the new Hoss platform here actually gives me that opportunity to go ahead and focus on getting all those colors integrated into this new body. In the kit, it does include some window masks here, so I will be using these to mask off the windows on the inside. And for those of you that don't know, you actually paint an RC body from the inside out. You don't paint the outside of it. The outside actually has a protective film on it to protect you from overspray. And one of the things I like to do is take a Sharpie and I can draw out some lines here or do different things to kind of illustrate what I want to do, get some ideas on how I'm going to lay out my design on this. And because I don't airbrush, I like to use tape. This vinyl tape is fantastic for this. We actually sell it in the store. This is a flexible vinyl tape. There's also masking tape that you can use or a combination of the both. What I like about the vinyl tape is that it will follow the curves of the body very well and it'll give you nice, crisp, clean lines. Another thing to note when you're using the tape, it does come in different widths, which I really like because you can do different size lines. You can double them up and make them twice as wide or whatever you need. And this is kind of the middle two. Right here, they do make a thinner tape and they do make a thicker tape. As you can see here, I went ahead and I installed the window masks and then I've added some striping here. This will be my last color that I'll put on, which will be white. So I'm just putting a couple of stripes down the front, keeping it really, really simple, stripes down the side. And one of the things you want to be sure to do is take a look at your sticker kit. And the sticker kit will show you some of the areas that you don't need to worry about blocking off. So if you see those four top ones there, those are all the window stickers. So I can put these over the windows after I've removed the protective film if I want to black out the windows and use those. I'm not sure that I want to do that. I might leave it clear, but definitely I will be using those front grille and the top cowl right here and the tail lights and the fog lights that go right down there. So these stickers here will cover up any imperfections in this area, which is perfectly fine. That's why I'm not really worried about some of these tape lines being exactly right because those stickers will cover up a lot of the imperfections. One of my favorite paints to use are the Spastics paints. Right here I've got some Candy Apple Red that I had left over from a previous project. I think that's going to work just fine. I do have a new can of this Tangelo Orange. I haven't tried that yet. I'm going to see how that orange looks. And then, of course, the solid white backer. So I'll start in the front with the Candy Apple Red. I'll kind of get the front done and kind of do what they call an ombre effect, where it kind of fades off, and then it will go into the orange for the rear of the truck. And then once I pull the masking and do the white, that will look really good. And then for my black accents, of course, I've got my sticker kit for lots of black in there, and I think it's going to look really, really good. So here it is, guys, the final product. Not my best work, but not terrible. I'm not upset with it. I just have it kind of sitting on here right now because the front shock tower is not the right shock tower. I must have switched it out when I did that other body, so I'll get the right shock tower on there later. But for right now, this is going to be just fine. There are plenty of flaws in this. It's not quote unquote show quality, but it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I did end up going with a candy orange in the back and a candy apple red in the front with the white stripes. I think it turned out really nice. Happy with it. But you can see there's a few flaws here and there, especially in that bed. My original intention was to paint the bed black. After it was all done, I was going to cover this in black, but whatever. It's just a basher body. I'll just destroy this one and end up doing another one. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and follow for more videos.